Michael Storm, anarchist of comic books and co-owner of Amazing Fantasies comic book shop and game shop and collectibles shop and everything geek shop here in Topeka, Kansas. And I am just putting out the new books for tomorrow, and I thought I'd tell you about them, especially that one. I was so happy when they did a reprint of this because I had not read this book since I was about 15 years old back in 1988 when it came out. And they did a shiny one, and of course I love that, but there you go, if you prefer the classic approach. It is a facsimile, so it's exactly the same as the original, and as you know, or may not know, The Killing Joke is a seminal story. It's an important story. Many of the things about the Batman that you know today, about the Batman universe that you understand today, behaviors of the Joker, actions and the results of his actions reverberate through to the Batman character that you know today. So just a fantastic thing. I did a review of it earlier, and it's already posted and up there and running if you want to check it out. Do me a favor, whatever it takes to get that like button to respond to you, click that thing right now. Click that like button, smash that like button, whatever it is. Let us know that you're out there. This is another one of the KO titles, and if you'll just take a notice real quick, you'll see that everything up here right now is a KO tie-in of some sort, except for the new Batman right there. Everything else is still here. It's just sort of down here, and we'll get there in a minute. But all of the KO stuff is right up here. It's coming to an end. It's getting really, really close. We only really have one more main issue to go. As you can see, I have 1, 2, and 3 there for you, and a bunch of the tie-in stuff. A number of the issues. That Flash is new. That Justice League Unlimited is new this week. Superman is new this week. So all of that, along with the kids are all fighting. This is really cool because if you know what's going on in this KO battle thing here, Darkseid is about to destroy the universe, and all the rest, everybody else, all the strongest heroes and people from all over different universes and the universe are out there competing to face off against Darkseid. And so that's left Earth unprotected because Justice League, most if not all of the members of the Justice League are off involved in the fight, and the Titans are out escorting humans off of Earth and around the galaxy in case they can't stop it, I guess. And so that's all that's left to sort of protect Earth. There's this little ragtag group, and you get John Kent there, and obviously Batgirl and Arsenal and others, and they're the only ones left. This is just a one-shot, nice big book, just to fill in some of the gaps in the KO storyline. Harley and Ivy, Life of Crimes. I just love this Erica Henderson art here. That's throughout the book because she's the one who's writing and doing the art on that, and it's just a fun little story, as you would expect any Harley Ivy story to be. Brand new Supergirl next door, and with the Supergirl movie coming, that is hot stuff, let me tell you. Fantastic cover. Look at that. There are a bunch of wonderful covers in here. I don't even have time to point them all out. I do have time to point out this, though. I only picked up one copy of it. This is something that we can order, but this is amazing stuff right here. This is a collection of Batman, the comic book Batman, which is special in and of itself because, unlike Superman, when Batman got his own title a year later after his first appearance, it was all new stories. It was all original stories. Superman, when they did Superman a year later after Superman came out in Action Comics, they did Superman, and it was just reprints of his appearances in Action Comics, whereas Batman, all new stuff. And so this is 39 to 41, and it covers really, again, you want to talk about things that that are core to the existence, to the Batman as he is today. That's the stuff. If you don't get that one, that is one that I can order. I won't push you on a pull on that one. But these other ones, like that one right there, Absolute Wonder Woman, number 16, when that's gone, that's gone. Brand new Absolute Martian Manhunter, number 8, and I still have a couple bundles. These are the last of the bundles. You guys have no idea, or maybe you do. We have been through a ton of this stuff, and thanks to you guys, and thanks to the fantastic storytelling and artwork, particularly the artwork in The Martian Manhunter here, they've sold really well. I have 2 of these bundles left, 1 through 6. I don't have any 7s left. I have 8s there, obviously. Absolute Flash number 11, that's new. And of course, this Absolute Batman is new too. What a wonderful cover right there, right? And it goes together with that one over there. This is a crossover, the first crossover between the 2 of them. And that's Zatana. She's being introduced. There's some other characters being introduced in this. That's a big one. And I have a handful that are on the shelf, and when they're gone, guys. Everybody in their polls, everybody who has one or the other on their polls, or both, if you have Absolute Batman on your poll, you got one of those to go with the story to complete it. If you have Absolute Wonder Woman on your poll, you got one of those to complete it. So, good stuff. Marvel, not much new from that, but this, you have to get into this. Psylocke Ninja. Psylocke's story has been screwed up for 30 years, and they're trying to fix it. Really, when I introduced this last week, I talked about how it goes back to 281. It's even further than that. It goes back further than that. It goes all the way back to when Fabian Nicieza, and even before that, when they tried fixing the character later on, or reintroducing the character, and didn't understand exactly what had happened, what had happened to the character before, because this weird character, she's been taken out of her body, her mind has been taken out of her body and put in other bodies, and there was a racism thing, a racial issue going on there, because this is Betsy Braddock. She's as white as they can get. She's British royalty, basically, and she's inhabited the body of this Asian ninja, and there's all these twists and turns. This one's a fake. That one's not real. That's the real one, and they're trying to fix that. So it's key to the story. Here's the big thing for Marvel. This was really it this week for Marvel, and I'm not even joking. Iron Man, they threw it all on this, and I tell you what, it looks really good. If you like Iron Man, this is Iron Man. You like Tony Stark, this is Tony Stark. You want him saving Pepper Potts, this is him saving Pepper Potts. You want him being late to the event, maybe drinking too much, all of these, it's Tony Stark. It is Iron Man. It's what everybody wants back in their Iron Man. I think, I'm no expert on Iron Man. I've always been a Batman fan, and Iron Man is just a cheap version. I mean, Batman and Iron Man are just from different worlds, and a lot of new stuff in the Independents this week. This is fun. I think kind of like Space Pirates, Ghost Ship, Cursed Ghost Ship kind of thing. Bug Wars, it's a special. This story for Jason Aaron continues with this wonderful art by Mahmoud Asrar, and it just was a great series. And if you don't know what it's about, it's kind of like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Can you say Honey, I Shrunk the Kids on acid without Honey, I Shrunk the Kids being the thing that you had to see to be on acid? Yeah. At any rate, it's wild. It's bugging out. It totally. And not only are are we shrunk, but we're in the backyard, and it's not just bugs in the backyard. It's a living, breathing thing in the backyard. And frankly, they don't get along with each other. And they're really mad at the guy who keeps going around with the lawnmower trying to destroy them all. So this is a special, the Spyder Wytch Special, a number of great covers. And if these aren't risque enough for you, I have one or two of those, and it is a wonderful, nice little cover. Not too, it's just a great cover. So let's see, what was there? There was a couple of things. Let's see if we can get to both of them. New Capes, number 3, Kirkman. If you're not on now, you'll regret it, because by the time you realize what's going on and what importance it has in the world, they will have come and gone. There's New Conan, and that imagery really says a lot to some people. It's, you know, it's imagery that people, it evokes certain emotion and certain feelings, and that's just a shiny cover for those of us who are distracted by shiny objects. This brand new Escape from Skull Island, King Kong. I think King Kong Excalibur. I think that's kind of what it maybe a little bit, yeah. And all of this stuff right here up above in the next row is new too. Brand new Witcher series called The Bloodstone. If you're a Witcher fan of the game, fan of the show. Spirit of the Shadows. This guy is dead, and he had this book that was given to him, and it may have shown him the way to get back to his love and get out of this spirit world. But then some demon sort of comes out of the dark and chews it up right in his hands, and so he has to go on some adventures to piece the thing back together. Malevolent. This one looked really good. Sort of maybe an almost a human-like, maybe a bio AI that possibly gets infected by sort of demons from hell, that kind of thing. Because this is 30 years, 30 years ago, some people in the lab in Wuhan were messing. No, wait, no, I'm sorry, wrong story. 30 years ago, some people in a lab, some scientists, they released opened a gateway to hell, opened a portal, something like that. And for the last 30 years, people have been getting along, as it were, I guess, with sort of side by side with demons. But there are other people out there that want the demons gone, and I think they've created this character here, some bio life form or something, controllable life form. I think I'm just getting into it, and I just took a glance of it, and it sounded really interesting. Harley Quinn and Elvira continues this story. I think there's a couple more issues to go on this. This is nothing but pure fun. This is nothing but absolute sort of wonderful. I gotta have it. Great Amanda Kana art as well as others. Just some of the sexiest, coolest characters to ever be put on comic books. And what do you want from your comic book stories, right? You want great stories, sexy art, and you got that right here with this Tyler Kirkham. This is Final Boss. I have 1, 2, and 3. This is just a virgin cover here, number 3. If you're it's exactly what it sounds like. Final Boss. It's total adventure, total fighting, total kick butt kind of thing. Really nothing but total fun in there, guys. You know what the deal is. You got to get on the poll. It's so important. It's so important to us. It makes it so when we have to order 100 copies of that, we don't order, too many more than we think we can actually sell. And when you get on the poll, so, I told you that I thought maybe I would swap that out because I just was kind of disappointed with what I had seen coming out of them, and it could be anything, and it might just be disappointing. Well, that is not disappointing, especially with X-Men coming into the MCU and Scott Summers, Cyclops being, somewhat centered to that, at least from what we've seen in some of the imagery that's coming across for Avengers Doomsday. And so I just decided, I think that's either a 1 in 25 or a 1 in 50 recent issue X book, and I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to throw that in there. So when we end January here, somebody that is on a poll is going to have that both of those magically appear in their poll. Just a couple more notes. Last of my new History of the DC Universe, one of the best stories from last year, bar none, hands down, absolutely. And then I have one of these. I could probably order some more of these, but if you're a Harley Quinn fan, Mad Love, this is a deluxe edition of it. It's by Paul Dini and Bruce Timm. They're the original creators, the original stories, including all the way back to the cartoon. And this is the definitive origin of Harley. And it, just like everything else, guys, just like everything else, it'll either be here or it won't when you get here tomorrow.